Hi, my name is Haptamo. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about events and delegates, and I'll give you a simple example on the implementation of events and delegates. For this tutorial, I have chosen an example of a marathon and then a runner. So basically the concept is we would want to know when a runner finishes the race, and we would want to let the marathon class runner finishes the race, and then we want to increase the counter, meaning the number of people who finished the race. This is a good example to show events and delegates. We're going to make the runner class as sort of a publisher, and once the runner finishes the race, we'll raise an event to let the marathon class that he or she finished the race. So we're going to start with declaring a delegate. Public, we're going to use a keyword delegate. And then the return type, if there is any. In this particular case, it's going to be nothing, so it's going to be void. Let's call this race event handler, and let's have two parameters. This is basically a delegate, and then delegate is the basis for events. So we'll define, since the runner finishes the race, we would want to raise a notification to the other class. So we would have to declare an event when that would happen. So this event would be type delegate, and on finish running. Let's give it a descriptive name. So the runner will have an identification number. For this one, let's use runner number. As a property, and so let's just create a function, or let's just call it start. So let's assume that let's suspend the program for 2 seconds to simulate a race, and once the runner finishes, let's raise an event. Let's pass in the runner number and then null value. This is just the standard way of defining a delegate. You would want to pass in the sender. Basically, in this particular case, is the runner. We're just passing the runner number, but in this particular case, you can pass in the whole object by specifying it here. Event args. Basically, if you can customize this to if you have any additional information that you need to pass, but we're going to use the system event args class here. Don't worry about these parameters, but just to get the idea of event and delegates, let's keep it simple. So once and then let's add a description here console.writeLine to indicate that the runner has started the race. Runner, let's print out the runner number. So this class is gonna be the publisher. So let's create the subscriber. In this particular case, a marathon class need to be aware of when a runner finishes the race. So I'm gonna create a new method here. We need to register the runner, right? And what we're gonna do is we wanna create the event handler here. It says there's a shortcut for this one, for this event handler. I'm gonna type it again. You just do plus equals to, and you hit the tab key, and then notice it automatically created the event handler for us. So what we're gonna do is, here we need to start the race, and I want to count the number of runners who finished the race. Let's call this counter. So every time we get notification, let's increase this one by 1. And I'm gonna print out the runner who finished the race. Let's do console.writeLine. Has finished the race. And let's print out the sender. So we're all set with the subscriber. So what I'm doing here is the runner is gonna raise an event on finish running, and then I'm handling the event here by printing it out, the person who finished the race, and then increase the counter by 1. So to put everything together here, I'm gonna create the subscriber here, marathon. So let's register the runners. Let's instantiate a new class, runner, and let's give it a number 1000 to runner number here. And basically I'm gonna copy this and then let me close this one up. Another one here. So let's change the numbers here. Let's add one more runner. So what we're doing here is, let's give it 4. What we're doing here is registering 4 runners, and when I get to this point, I wanted to print out the number of people who finished the race. And notice the marathon class has a counter. Sure enough, should be all set. Let's just make sure. Yep. And marathon, we're subscribing. Start. So if I hit F5 here, or the short key F5, or click here, so you'll notice it is printing out something. It is, I'm not sure what happened. Let me run it again. Program should be so sure enough, I'm not sure what happened earlier, but it is showing 4 people has finished the race. Let me just use a magnifier to show you what the printouts are. Runner 1000 has started the race, and another message when they finished the race, and then at the end there are 4 people who finished the race. So let's just close this one out. So sure enough, that's basically the whole concept of delegating events. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching.